everyone, I am Tejshni and in this video I'll be answering commonly asked Node.js interview questions based on my project and practical knowledge. And now I will explain each concept clearly along with code examples. And the first question is, what is Node.js and how does it differ from the other server-side technologies like Apache or PHP? First, Node.js is a runtime environment that runs JavaScript outside the browser using Chrome's V8 engine. It is event driven, non blocking, and asynchronous. Whereas asynchronous means it doesn't wait to do any work. Uh, Instead, it continues executing other code, and when the task is done, a callback, promise, or async or await handles the result. The program does not wait for a task to finish before moving on to the next one. This is meant by asynchronous. And unlike Apache, which are like multi-threading and blocking, Node.js is single-threaded and handles many connections efficiently, best for real-time apps, APIs, and high-performance applications. And this is about the first question. And the second question is, what is a callback function in Node.js and why are they commonly used in asynchronous programming? A callback function is a function passed to another function to be executed after the task completes. This is used in asynchronous programming like file reading, API requests. And let me show you the code. And here you can see read file. A read file means it reads the file asynchronously. Uh, it reads the file asynchronously. Once done, it executes the callback to log the content. Prevents blocking the main thread. And this is all about the second question. And third question is, what is the purpose of package.json file in Node.js project? Can you explain the key properties found in this file? And package.json defines the project metadata, dependencies, and the scripts essential for managing your Node.js application. And scripts explanation of package.json is scripts help automate tasks. Dependencies are runtime packages, and dev dependencies are used during the development. Dependencies which are used in the development. And the fourth question is, explain the difference between require and import statements in Node.js. When and why you should use one over the other. Require is a type of common JS and import is a type of ES modules. Import is a type of ES modules. And this is the before one package.json dependencies and dependencies during the development like node mon. And here request versus import. If we use common JS and then this is the type of require. It is default in all Node.js versions like for example const express equals to require of express. This is a require statement. And whereas import, if using ES modules, then we can use import statements like import express from express. You can say const variable name x equals to require, like this. You can define the common JS. This is default in Node.js. Next, the fifth question. Fifth question. What is middleware in the context of Express.js? Can you give an example of how you would use middleware in an Express application? First of all, middleware is a function that runs before reaching the root handler. Middleware function is used for logging, authentication, body passing, etc. Let me show you an example code. This is the example code. Every request is logged before going to the going to its actual handler. And next, this one is mandatory to continue the request flow. Pass the control to the next middleware or the root. This is about the middleware function. And the sixth question is what is RESTful API and how you can create one using Node.js and Express.js. Explain the main HTTP methods used in RESTful APIs. First of all, what in RESTful API, what is meant by REST? It is a representational state transfer. Uh, it uses HTTP methods to perform operations on data. For example, you can see here get method, post method, put method, and delete method. These are all the HTTP methods to perform operations on data. Get method to extract the data, to retrieve all the data, and post method to create a new users or any new content. And put method is to update the user with some ID or roll number or everything. And delete is used to remove. Each route maps to a REST operation. And this is about the sixth question. Let's move on to the seventh question. What is the purpose of the Node Package Manager like NPM? And how do you use it to manage dependencies in Node.js project? First of all, you should know the full form of NPM. That is Node Package Manager, no code needed, and it is used to install or manage the packages. NPM is used to install packages. You can use npm init underscore init space -y, which initializes the package.json, and npm install express. This installs the express as a dependency, and npm install space dash dash save dash dev space nodemon. This installs nodemon for development, and npm list for list install packages. npm install saves packages inside the node modules and using nodemon during development for auto reload. And this is about the seventh question, npm. And the last question is eighth question. Why is it important to hash passwords in a web application? Hashing ensures security of passwords in case of database breaches. If a database or file-based database or everything or any database which was if it is hacked, then someone can have access to see your password and everything. So that if we use hashing, then the password is secured. Hashing passwords are irreplaceable. We use Bicrypt for hashing passwords, and this hash function converts the password into a secured hashed version, and the compare method verifies passwords during the login. And never store plain text passwords. If we store plain text passwords and then if our database got hacked, then someone have access to our account, so that it is very difficult. It leads to cyber crimes. So that, and make sure you use Bicrypt in your project or anything. And finally, we have completed clear answers with examples, and I have shown a code and I explained. If there are any doubts, you can comment in the comment box. Thank you.